So, a couple of years ago when I first moved in this apartment, right? There was this dude that, you know, I was I used to know. You know what I'm saying? I was cool. He was like from the past and stuff. But anyway, he still kind of lingered around every now and then. So apparently he had a girlfriend, right? And I think I found him out. He had a girlfriend like right before I moved to my apartment or whatever. All right, cool. Not thinking nothing of it. That's between them. The way it was interesting, because I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I called him like 2 o'clock in the morning to go hang out one day, and I guess she had a problem with that.
Booty call, okay. You call booty call hours.
It wasn't. We was going out U Street.
Whether you did it or whether that's your intention or not, 2 a.m. phone call is a booty call hour phone call.
Okay, wasn't my intentions, but whatever you want to call it. So apparently, I don't know. The girl was around. She saw the phone. I mean, she saw the call come through, and then he's calling me the next day with her on the phone. Talking about Kelly, tell the truth. This and that. So wasn't nothing to lie about. I told her, I was like, oh no, I'd just be kicking. But at the same time, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. So once now I know, I don't call him. Right? He's popping up out of nowhere once I get my place, just calling me, trying to pretend like nothing ever happened, and I'm being respectful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you looking like that?
I'm listening.
No, you got this look on your face. It's either to hurry up and get to the point look.
Hey, so it's funny. When I don't talk, it's a problem. When I do talk, let's go.
All right. So anyway, he calls, and I'm thinking to myself like, well, damn, he lives like over near my mom, like where the storage unit at, like hour away, But then he lives down here, but he works near the storage unit. I could probably use him, right? Why are you laughing?
I'm gonna use him is the word you use. That is what you just said.
It would be beneficial.
No, but I just want to show you where we kind of tie into the conversation we had earlier. Mm-hmm. Look how you looked at it. I could use him.
Oh. I didn't mean it like that.
That's exactly how you meant it.
Anyway, me answering this phone for this guy could come in handy and just, I don't want to say it like that. Either way, this part gonna get cut out. But
don't try to leave my TV wrong.
It seemed like I didn't mean it that way. But either way, he could come in handy. That's all I meant. So,
just in case you ever needed it. I ended up
reaching out to him. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Now, I ended up reaching out to him on Instagram, like, hey, can you help me move such and such from the storage unit? Let me know. I even offered to pay him. I'm not paying nobody. I'm planning to, nah.
I got you.
So apparently, the girlfriend sees the message, right?
Yeah, that's why you keep contacting my man.
She don't know the truth, but hey. So she sees the Instagram.
Oh, her man keeps contacting you?
Exactly.
You started it, technically.
How did I start?
You called them at 2 a.m. Whether you knew he had a girl or not, you did start it.
Whatever the case is, so if you want to believe that, go ahead. So, so she ends up like calling me out of nowhere, and she's like, "Oh, hey, this is so and so, his girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" she's like, "Yeah, what's going on with you and him? This and that." And she wasn't disrespectful when she asked, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, again, nothing. I just need him to help me move, like you saw up in the message. But I'm gonna tell you all that to say that, like, she was like low key grilling me, but she was saying, "Oh, well, you say you don't have his number, you don't call him, but it looks like in like the little call log that y'all talk for like 10 minutes on this day." I'm like, damn, you all up in his phone like that. So
that's so funny. I always find it funny. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish, right? But it's like when it's not you taking it. I feel like you're her. You're her. But you're so cool. Like, no, she's just moving. Like, this is the other way around. With like a girl doing this to your man, I feel like you'll be acting like her.
Like interrogating her?
Like you have all this information.
I probably would, but at the same time, like, now at the time I was, like 28? I don't know how old she was. So I'm just kind of looking at it like, the fact that mind you, we already spoke somewhat 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So we shouldn't be having this conversation again.
But you're still violating. She's saying you didn't get the hint the first time.
No, he didn't get the hint the first time.
You too.
No.
It takes two to tangle. So although he's reaching out, and this all you use the word entertaining, right? Mm-hmm. At this point, once you made the 2 a.m. phone call, next morning they both call you, right? You know he has a girl, right? Mm-hmm. So as we understand, like I said, intent, once again, intent versus impact, right? Mm-hmm. Your intent may be innocent, right? Like, oh, he got a girlfriend, I respect it, blase, right? But apparently she may not be for it. And if he's sneaking around having to do it, it's a reason, right? Mm-hmm. So you, as the person, could, once again, this is an option, whether you took it or not speak to him, right? Whatever you wanted him to do, you could find other guys to do it.
Oh yeah, see, I'm not worried about her because I was like, I need my friend to move.
That's my point. That's my point. So once again, she's not tripping. It's just you don't care.
Right, because I know my intention. I get it though. I respect, but see, this is the thing. It kind of started making her like, I'm looking at her like, yo, you know, you're sitting here trying to like catch me. And I even had to tell on him, right? I had to snitch. I was like,
but that's my point. It's not about you, because you're like an accomplice by accident, right? Like you're the driver in the car. You took him to the store. You ain't know there's a rob it, but you still getting charged with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like your intent is one thing, but your intent is making him do other shit he's not supposed to do.
Yeah, that's fine, but my punishment ain't his punishment. That's why I'm just like,
no,
you can charge me all you want.
But you're a part of it. What? If you stop entertaining him, he'll stop trying to sneak around and talk to you.
But hold on. You got to understand as well. That's why I said I ended up having to snitch on her, because she was like, oh, you said you don't have his number, but you talked to him for such and such this day. I said, Jamal calls me from like a different number. I said, I don't even be known. I said, I might think it's a bill collector and it's his ass. And she was like, oh.
Damn, you one of those? You even robbed
for you for
he's your friend. You just say, this is what I'm saying. Look how you switch up. So you are such a user. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, yo, you use all this terminology and you switch up. So first, hey, yo, this is exactly what I mean by you're a user. You only care about what for you.
I just need my furniture moved. That's
exactly. You don't give. You burning out this thing in a relationship. You like, I'm gonna talk about none of that.
No, that's why.
First you the relationship by like just entertaining it, right? Mm-hmm. Then once you start grilling you just ratted him out like, girl.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, it was like she was irritating me, and it was like I was trying to be respectful. First off, I don't even got to talk to you. The minute you said who you are, I'm supposed to hang the phone up. Mm-mm. Like you need to talk to him. I'm gonna tell
you a story, right? Kind of related to that, right? I ain't gonna put no names out here, but if she ever heard this, shout out to her, right? Long time ago, way in the past, right? So I'm talking to this one girl, right? These both girls know each other, you know what I'm saying, in general. I'm not saying they're friends, but they're good enough acquaintances to where, you know, they're in the same circle, right? So I mess with both girls and ultimately in the situation. One I'm more serious with, but the one I'm more serious with did not know about the other homegirl, but the other homegirl knew about her. Just as far as timing, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, when person A does find out about person B, she wants to talk to her, confront her, just have a conversation like, hey, what is it, right? But me and the other joint, we so cool, and she understands, like, she don't play with that either. Like, no girl should be calling her phone, having this conversation. It's not necessary. But when she did have it, just out of respect to me, you know, she handled it real nice, like, hey, no matter what we did, it's like, yo, she kept it solid, said whatever she said, and you know, person A just got to accept the answer, whether you believe it or not. But she ain't snitch. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got to do nothing to make you look bad. To be fair,
the first girl wasn't like low key starting to get disrespectful and implying like, you ain't gonna pressure me because I like.
No, but I'm saying she can feel that way. But once again, out of respect for me, it's not like, all right, like this is not really a thing for me. I can say what I can say, but then you still gotta deal with it, right? But I'm cool with you, so I don't want nobody to have to, because it's not that big. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Whereas like, I don't really feel like dealing with it, so I'm just gonna say some smooth shit. Here go an answer. You're looking for an answer. Here go an answer. Keep it moving. But she ain't gonna throw me under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, not saying she could though. But once again, we're friends and we cool. It's like, damn, you gonna just throw that nigga under the bus like that?
At that point, it ain't had nothing to do with him. It was like, you ain't gonna get on my phone. And I'm doing you the courtesy by talking to you and telling you the truth or whatever. And then you gonna turn around and like try to act like I'm lying. So it's just like, I'm gonna get you up off this phone. Like, I'm just saying, like, you need to be respectful as well, because I'm telling you.
But what about him? If y'all forget her for a second, right?
He wasn't my friend. He was just cool. Like, we were friends. We were associates.
You just be throwing that word around. My bad. You see what I'm saying? My bad.
Nah, though. But my thing is, like, I'm putting the pieces together, and I'm like, okay, this girl done went through his whole phone.
She's a woman. She's a woman, right?
Whatever the case is, she went through his phone 2 times. Apparently, she got the password to his Instagram. Whatever the case is,
right? Okay.
I'm like, for you to feel the need to do all of that, you know who your man is. That's the whole point I was making.
Don't try that.
You do.
Don't try that.
Because
so
I'm not the first person.
So you never done that as a woman?
Went through my phone?
No, listen, in general, done some extra because you have feelings for a man. Just plain and simple.
When I was younger.
So yes, you can relate.
Yeah.
All right. So
that's why I said and I kind of wanted to tell her, like, I wasn't gonna tell her leave him, but I wanted to be like, this is your second time feeling the need to have this conversation with me, and I cleared it up. But the fact that you're calling me tells me everything I need to know about your situation.
You don't seem like, but it does seem like you're. So I don't know. I understand your point, right? I do understand your point, but I feel like you just
like as a man.
No, but I feel like you exclude
your girl and trying to catch her in these.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm with you. It is all his fault because he's the one in the relationship, 100%. So I understand your side of it, right? But the way that you act like you have nothing to do with this is the part that is the part.
I'll take blame for reaching out to him on Instagram because she was like, "Why you reach out to me?" I said, "She said, how can you just text him?" I said, "Oh yeah, it probably looks like I'm single. I said, I don't have a number for him." And that's when she started coming back with, "Oh, you talked to him on this day and that." I said, "Yeah, he hits me from a different number every single time." And I said, "But I haven't even seen him in forever." I said, "Last my song was in September." Now this was where I was dry. I didn't know. I realized I was snitching. I'm thinking he told her this. I said, last time I saw him was
when you started giving dates, right?
And I was like, last time I saw him, we was met up for the happy hour in September. I said he paid his way, I paid my way. You know, we chatted and went our separate ways. She was like, "Oh, y'all met." I said, "At the Chili's." She was like, "Oh, y'all was at the Chili's." I was like, I said, "Yeah, but it was a happy hour. Again, we don't mess with each other."
But you see how? Remember, I was telling you earlier how sometimes you'll keep explaining this to like try to make it seem better, and you're just making it worse. Like, man, we understand why you're doing it. Doesn't mean it's helping.
Yeah,
that's the whole whatever you say will be used against you.
I said, wait a minute. I said, where is he at? Why are you asking me all this? She said, well, he just got mad and walked about the house. So he gonna walk back in.
And you on the phone snitching. Hey, you are the worst. That's crazy. That's like the worst nightmare, right? It's like, all right, and I'm saying this to be funny, right? So usually like in that situation from society standards, like females never go after the guy, right? It's like we're so mad at each other. Maybe like the logical points, we don't give a fuck, right? It's like you're a girl, I'm a girl, we're mad at each other, right? You messing with my man. But if two girls start like collaborating together, you're just spilling all the tea, like you're not even trying to hold it in. It's like you're like, so what you been doing with my man? Ashley, last September we was at Chili's. He calls me from a different number. You gave the whole play out easily.
Like I said, I was trying to, but see, you gotta understand that's on him now because last September, I didn't even know you had a girlfriend.
No, so I'm thinking it is on him. But he learned also, this is what we're saying, like, hey, these be talking out here.
Hey, be a little bit more smooth.
Yeah, and that's why you having, in the grand scheme to kind of move the conversation, having a down-ass side chick or official side chick is so needed if you're going to do those things. Because in the life of cheating or sneaking around, whatever you want to call it, right? That's always a possibility, right? The other person could get fed up, want to spill the beans because technically you're the person who has more to lose in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So finding that person is very important, and then how you handle it. And the bad part only in this situation is he didn't do nothing wrong as far as like burning a bridge, right? Like he did like the regular sneaking around.
But that's the thing, though. I'm like, if I was to have a conversation, I feel like, why are you lying to her? Like, we not doing nothing. So I don't understand. Like,
because you don't know the conversation they had.
His intent with me, I guess, was probably to try that.
Duh.
But if you know me, you already know it's not gonna work.
He doesn't know that.
You should have just told her the truth and be like, nah, Kelly.
You don't know that as a man, and that could be the ignorance of us, right?
Problem.
But that's the point. That's what I'm saying. Like, as far as the sneaking and cheating, like I know as a man, he might be like, yeah, I know it's over, but once again, let's just try. Just try just to see sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he got caught.
No.
Because he should have been able to tell her all the whole truth and everything.
So let me say this. I don't know how she got into his phone, right? In general. But that's the one thing I thought, like, hey, in general, I don't let people touch my phone. But for him to keep getting caught by the phone, it's like, hey, she has too much access to your phone, man. So you got to find a different way of moving around if you're going to do this. Because she went call logs.
What I want, and it's crazy, right? Because she started to piss me off, but towards the end of the call, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of was this little
Chatty Patty.
Yeah, no, not Chatty Patty. It was like this light. I hate to say it, but a light bond in a sense, where we low key was like, all right, girl, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of wanted to like tell her, you gotta understand who you're dealing with. You understand?